guys, what's up? It's ItsAnnaLouise and I am in for an update video on Louie. Now Louie is my little sick betta fish. If you've seen the video, I will link it right there. It is me adopting a fish from PetSense with swim bladder disorder and fin rot. So he is one of my newest bettas, and I really want to make an update video on him because I figured you guys would want an update. I really wanted to share with you guys because I know you guys love the video where I got him and you thought he was pretty and sweet and everything, so I thought an update video would be really good to do on him since there has been a lot of change since I have gotten him. Just for a brief overview, my mom had went to PetSense, which is a chain store just like PetSmart or Petco, and we have one in my town. I personally don't like that store. I've never liked that store. They don't even sell animals. They mainly sell food and like products, which to me is overpriced in there. I've been in there a couple times. It's been years ago though. And I had kind of forgotten that they had bettas. My friend had went in there. Very first one she got died a week later. She went in there before. Tons of them were sick, very poorly kept up, and it was just a really bad situation overall, so I have just stayed clear out of there. But my mom one day decided to randomly go in there before she went into work just for a second, because she had to run in there, so she was like, I'll go in there, just see what they have. I didn't even know she went in there. And their bettas were in such poor condition, the worst condition that I've ever seen bettas to be in. And there was the one specific fish, which was Louie, that was worse than them all. I mean, his cup was even smaller than the other ones and with less water as well. And it was a really bad situation. He was on his side, and my mom doesn't know much about like the diseases and stuff that a betta can have, so she just thought it was because there wasn't enough water, that was the reason why he was on his back. So I felt super bad. He was super pretty. I really wanted him. I really wanted to help him because I felt miserable and so bad for him once she sent me that picture. So I asked for him and she brought him home, and he was so sweet, completely on his back, looked like a pancake, how flat he was. It was sad, and I realized then that he most likely had swim bladder disorder, and his fins were all torn up. He has a double tail or twin tail, and you couldn't even tell pretty much because it was so ripped up. So that was the situation when I got him home. Now I put him in a little hospital tank, started nursing him with aquarium salt, a almond leaf or Indian almond leaf, and like stress coat and everything. And he would try to move like ever so often, and it was a really big struggle, and mostly he would always be on his back, and like literally that's all. So I was really scared, and I was really just wanting to ask for advice because this is my first sick betta I've actually taken care of. But I knew that I really wanted to help him and give him the best life possible, So basically I asked around, I talked to trusted breeders, breeder that I got my $150 betta from that you may have seen in my videos, Dart. I talked to them, talked to many people who raise sick bettas, and they all told me some things to do. And it was with a lot of the supplies that I had already had at home. So I basically moved him into a 3.5 gallon with a Merriam moss ball, a plant, white rocks, a heater, and a filter, because he really needed a heater because, bettas are tropical fish and they need warmth. So I put him in there, a filter to filter things out, and from there I thought this will be on the road to recovery pretty much. So the very first things that I kept doing, like over the first couple of days, was making sure his water was warm, making sure he had a filter. Didn't really know what to do about food at first, and I also put, of course, aquarium salt in there for him because aquarium salt can really help if the fish is sick. So I put aquarium salt in there as well. And then I tried the pee situation. So if you know about sick bettas and stuff, if you give them a pee, and this is even if they're not sick, but if you have a sick betta or a betta that's overeaten, something like that, then you can feed them a de-shelled pea after it's been boiled, and it will help their digestive system. So I really wanted to try to do that. I thought it would help. The pea, it just sunk to the bottom. No matter how small pieces I put in there, it just sunk, and he could not go down there, so he couldn't eat it. So that obviously didn't work, but I tried it. Then the next thing I started to do was put Epsom salt, because I was told that Epsom salt can also help and is also good for laxative purposes. So I started putting Epsom salt in there and aquarium salt. I have a Merriam moss ball, the Indian almond leaf, all these things that I was hoping to help, along with stress relief and water changes every like 2 days. So after the pee didn't work, I was like, what to do now? So I just kept talking and talking, and my breeders told me that feeding them bloodworms every other day would be really good for him. So I was going to do that, and I'd already tried to hand feed him the pee. That didn't work because, like I said, it would sink. So I tried the tweezers with hand feeding. He still didn't want it. So as soon as I got the tweezers and put a bloodworm on it, which, by the way, they are frozen bloodworms that had thawed. As soon as I put the bloodworm in the water right by his face, he literally gobbled it up. This was about the 3rd day I had him. He ate it super fast along with the second one. Like, you could tell he was hungry, he was happy to get it, and I was pleased. So basically, after he ate the bloodworms, he immediately, and when I say immediately, like I literally mean with the snap of a finger, started to try to get on his side and move. And I was literally so happy, and I was like, what the heck, miracle. It was a miracle. He just got on his side like a normal fish and started to move a little bit. And started to blow bubbles at the water, and you could just tell he was really grateful, really happy to have the food. So that was happening. I was so happy, and I kept noticing this for the rest of the night, like when I would look over, and till his next feeding. So at his next feeding, did the same thing, used tweezers, fed him 2 bloodworms, and after that, he was on his side more, swimming more, and this time he even tried to swim down in the tank, because before all he would do is float at the top, and he started to swim into the middle and the bottom of the tank. So it was just like he was getting better, like literally with every feeding, he just, like snap of a finger, just started showing a lot more improvement. So ever since then, he has been swimming more, trying more, been on his side more, and the same with the last feeding. Like, he is so much more active. He is swimming a whole lot now. I mean, he still floats on his side. It's not perfect by any means, and he still has problems swimming deep into the water, like middle tank and bottom tank. So still working on that, but the amount of improvement from the first day is great. He literally is doing so well. He's a little bit skittish. He swims away pretty fast if I get too close sometimes, but he is a lot more alert, a lot more on his, not his side, but you know, up straight, like Beta should be, and he is really trying hard. I'm wanting his fins to grow back, hoping they're gonna grow back soon, but I mean, really, the signs are really good with how he's doing. And I will like literally be sitting in my bed at night, and I will look over and I will see him just like swim across the top of the tank, and I'm so proud of him. Like, I'm so proud. And I feel like they're kind of like dogs, you know, you praise them and you like cheer them on, and I feel like it gets through to them because I do know that betas are really smart, they have feelings, so I'm always like cheering him on and being happy, and I'm sure everyone in my house thinks I'm crazy because they can hear me in my room like cheering on. But I get so proud of him. So yeah, basically that's where I'm at now. I am with the Epsom salt bath, the aquarium salt, why can I not think? Aquarium salt, the Indian almond leaves, and very frequent water changes, along with the 2 bloodworms every other day. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the setup now and show you him. So here's the setup. It's not the nicest, it's not like my other tanks, but you know, I do really want to make it nice once he gets better. But here's his little plant, white rocks, the Indian almond leaf, marimo moss ball. I put this in here just in case he would want to lay on it, because I know that can help sometimes with swim bladder disorder, like they like to lay. He hasn't even used it. And here he is in the corner right now. He does that a lot, like I say. He'll still be on his side and stuff, but you know, it's so much better than normal, which I do want to insert pictures and videos of him moving, because like, it just comes and goes, you know what I mean? So like I said, I do want to insert pictures and videos of it because he does do good, and I obviously can't just stand here and be like, come on Louie, and like make him move, you know, or like stand here and wait for hours. But literally though, it is so much more. And I do want to do like a timeline from like the first day I got him till now. Here in just a second, I will insert those clips so you guys can see, because it really is a big difference. And yeah. to see more Louie updates, please give this video a big thumbs up and let me know down below. And please make sure to subscribe, which you can do by hitting my face right there. And click right here to watch another one of my videos, and it would mean the world to me if you would do so. And yeah, hope you have a great day or night, and whenever you may be watching this, and I'll see you guys in my next video.